Oh.
I was busy trying to do this thing with a Batman mask, and this is a really fun fact, not worth it.
Not worth neglecting your job for. But that's all right. That's all right. Because it's sometimes important to not do your job so you can do something really minorly hilarious for about 6 seconds.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, like that.
Dolly Parton ducks.
Dolly Parton ducks.
A gang of Dolly Parton ducks.
Ducky Parton, thank you.
Ooh, yeah.
Just going through all the different kinds of duck in my head to see if there's one that sounds a bit like Parton. I don't think there is.
There's another duck.
That's one. That's a nice one. That would be Hyacinth Duckay, that one.
What are we doing?
I don't know. We get paid to do this. Not much, but we get paid, and that's what's important. We're having a lovely time. We'd very much like to be back in pubs.
I was back in a pub.
No, you were as well. You were. That's right. Tell us all about that.
It was good. I had a ball. There were some people there. I'm going to be pretty honest from the get-go and just say if you happened to be at the pub last night, it's the same quiz.
Yeah, if you...
Gonna warn you in advance because you'll find out really quickly.
I mean, there's no prizes for this one, so it's kind of fine. But if you did happen to see this at the Clarendon,
you will recognise it.
Well done.
You will recognise it.
We haven't even changed anything this time.
No.
At least we did last time. At least we changed the 2 Wednesdays.
Oh, no, that's not true. This has one additional question.
Oh, it does too.
So if you were here last night, but you love questions so much that one additional question is going to be enough for you, stay tuned. I'm not saying it's going to be quite late in the quiz, but it is going to be quite late in the quiz.
I'm going to tell you, it's very late in the quiz. I'm predicting that it's round 2, question 22, in fact.
Oh,
I'd go that far.
I couldn't say, personally.
I could. I certainly could. What have we got? We've got... Kate's joined us again. Welcome back. Your second go.
Oh, hello, Kate.
Just me and the cat. Oh, lovely. So, yeah. I hope you're all ready for the quiz once again. If you are...
David, screen.
Oh, hang on. There we are. I do declare. I'm an actor.
He's a man of many hats. So far, this one, and also this one.
2 hats. Call me Johnny 2 Hats is what they call me.
Yeah, because they're not creative with nicknames.
No, they're not very clever.
What is going on?
We need to have a lie down.
I like that Kate was at trivia I was at the Clarendon last night, but left just before trivia started. Apparently, because she hates me and thinks I'm fat.
I mean, I don't think she thinks you're fat.
Subtle.
I'm really pleased.
A small human is taking my life, Claude. I feel that way as well.
Taking his time, not his life.
Well, I'm sorry. Have we got?
It's a bit dark.
Do I need a picture of Dr. Freud?
Oh dear. All right, I'm going to ask everyone a question. You can answer in the comments for this one. Have you managed to go to a pub? Have you been to a pub if you're a pub goer? And sat down, because you have to sit down.
Have to sit down?
You have to sit down and had a beer or drink of your choice from a proper glass served from behind a bar. Have you done that yet? Because I did last night.
Really? Where'd you go?
I went to the Hamilton station.
Lovely. And what did you have?
I had a beer.
Thank you so much for the story.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate that.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I could name the beer if you wanted, but it's not going to improve the story.
No, I don't want to stress you. I don't want to stress you out. You know what? We can just leave it at. We can just leave it at that.
No, I had a nice schooner and some nice company. Mostly nice company. But I've forgotten the one thing about the pub when you go there just socially rather than to work, is that people you don't know do want to talk to you.
I find that
an awful lot.
I find that when I when I go to a pub because I'm there for work, but mostly
Yeah.
because those people want to play trivia.
Yeah, strangers will come up to you and say, "Can we play trivia?" And that's fair enough.
Yeah, it's only ever happened 4 or 5 times when I've not been when I've not been working.
People do come up to me and want to start conversations because of my natural magnetism, you understand. And it's taxing. It's very taxing.
Yeah, I've not spoken to a real human in months.
No, I'm
Only my wife
barely,
and you.
I'm barely human, yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
No, I don't know. Oh, yep. Good point that Kate's made is a pub schnitty. I haven't had a pub schnitty yet. I'm well on the way to that, though. I would like that quite quickly.
Solid.
A couple of people have been. A couple of people have managed to get to the pub, which I'm really pleased about.
This is good.
Yeah. I've missed it, and it was so nice to have it. The very first beer. The very first one, ice cold, sitting in front of me, looking over the table at my companions, and we all just had a silent moment to enjoy it.
I mean, I love that your opportunity to get back at the pub was followed by, "Oh, this is so good to be around people. Can we all just not talk?"
Can we just don't talk to me while I drink my goddamn beer?
Furthest away player. Look at Philippa.
Ooh.
Oh,
Furthest
you
away
probably can't go to a pub.
Where is the furthest away? I can't see it.
Philippa?
That's not a place.
No, but we've discussed this previously.
Oh yes. Oh yes. I remember now.
That was having a good one.
That was very nearly a week ago. What am I supposed to do? Retain that? No. Hello again, Philippa. Well, yeah, no, you probably can't go to a pub yet. The pubs won't be open in the UK yet, will they? It's time, and we've prattled on.
And boy, have we prattled.
But boy, have we. So let's have some rules. Rule number one. Rule number one, make sure you write down your answers on a sheet of paper in front of you, a physical thing. Don't put them in the comments. That is key. Because people will shout at you. We'll have to mute you and delete your comments. You'll be barred from the virtual pub. It's just a nightmare. So don't do it. Rule number two, if you don't know an answer, please give us a joke. Give us a little joke in the comments. If it gets up on screen, you can have a point for it. Make sure that the main thing that you do is have a lovely time.
Before we do kick off, I do have to say Heather Burnett has the best brag so far. That also sounds like it's just straight up I've been everywhere, man.
Yeah, but it's also she's been pubbing in Gloucester, Newcastle, Canberra, and Tumbarumba. That's a band. They did tub thumping. When you go to Tumbarumba, you get knocked down, but you get up again.
No, I thought this was we've been pubbing in Gloucester, Newcastle, Canberra, Tamburrabba, Wollongong, because after a while it's just
it's just Wollongongs. You don't notice, but it is just Wollongongs.
It's the song devolves.
Remember when we said we were starting because we were stopping prattling on? Remember that? And because you said it?
Yes.
And now you're the worst?
I'm sorry.
I've had enough.
I killed my own mic.
I've had enough. Let's go. Quiz. First question. Yep. There you go. Smashing producer. Oh, got 5 screens in front of me. It's a difficult job. You press a button, dude. Which mythical creature has the head and upper body of a female human and the tail of a fish? That's your very first question. It's not especially hard. A mythical creature that has the head and upper body of a female human and the tail of a fish. Number 2. How many centimetres is 100 millimetres? Oh, we've already got jokes. We have already got jokes. It's fantastic. There's a team called Granny's Amigos Olay. That's my favourite team name of all time. I would like to be an amigo of Granny.
I feel like Granny's Amigos Olay is not something you can Google safely.
No, God. You have to leave safe search on for that one. Number 3, the star sign Leo spans which 2 months of the year? Our first joke is, what does a cloud wear under his raincoat? Thunderwear. Very nice.
I hope that's a reference to farts.
I don't reckon it is.
I think it is. In my head, it definitely is.
Ah, well, you know. As Mel Brooks, talented comedian, one of the greatest geniuses of comedy writing, once said, farts are funny.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We go to our picture puzzle. We had one of these Wednesday. We had a different one. It's different to that one. What is the common 3-word phrase represented by this picture puzzle? Say what you see. Just tell me what that means, what that says, what it is. That's all. What is Thanos' favourite app to talk to friends? Snapchat. Very nice. 2 jokes. 2 jokes. Well done. But what is this 3-word phrase? That's what I need to know for number 4. For number 5, you'll see it shortly. Don't get ahead of yourselves.
No.
We're going to sit. We're going to enjoy 4.
Yeah. You know, always leaving wanting more.
Exactly. That's why we're only doing 24 questions tonight. Just leave you wanting that extra.
I'm so tempted to go into league 25.
Me as well. I'm so good. We could both do that now.
So tempted.
All right, number 5. The name of which English city is also the name for household linen in Australia and New Zealand? This threw me when I first moved to Australia.
Why?
Because we don't call it that in not Australia or New Zealand, as indicated by the question.
Oh, now I understand.
It took you that long?
I don't know. I don't know I've got nothing.
Nah.
I've absolutely nothing tonight.
You may be you know Paul Schaefer tonight.
I've got nothing.
Australian low-cost airline Jetstar is a subsidiary of which larger company? Australia's low-cost airline Jetstar is a subsidiary of which larger company?
Barnes and Noble. It's called profile diversification.
Yeah, sure.
It's not. It's called portfolio diversification.
Sure is.
I'm just going to kill my mic. I'm just doing it. It's gone.
Number 7. Which man served as the president of the USA between 1981 and 1989? Nice simple history fact there. Who was president of the United States between 81 and 89? We've got a couple of jokes coming up. Why did the shellfish not share his treasure? Because he was shellfish. Of course. Excellent. Excellent. Bonus points all round there. Number 8, a picture here. We've got some famous face to contend with. This portrait is of which British monarch? For number 8. Which British monarch is this? And the bonus point for her, the majority of her reign was during which century? Which century did she reign in for the most part? That's your number 8 for the evening. Such an elaborate dress.
It is excessive.
It's just, I mean, the royal family has only gotten wealthier since then.
I also look at that, and can you imagine describing it to someone? It's like, all right, I want to go big and frilly around the neck. The pearl necklace needs to just be obscene, like all over me. And I want it to make me look like I've got tiny hands, but massive arms.
Do you know what I like? I quite like bows. I'd like a couple of bows. Yes, Your Majesty, yes. You can have all the bows you like.
Oh, in your hair? No.
No.
I want bows in your hair. No. Where would you like them? I said no. Oh, she wants bows. We'll just throw them somewhere.
Just put them, I don't know, where will they fit? On the seams. Go for it. And the tiniest crown. You would think she could afford a slightly larger crown. All right, number 9, we go to the overall or handicap winner of the Sydney to Hobart Yacht Race receives which trophy? Is it the Krill Cup or the Tattersall's Cup?
Wendy McLeod, you have executed my favourite joke delivery for any joke we've done at this quiz, for being your own call and response. What did the hat rack say to the hat rack? What
did the hat say to the hat rack? You stay here, I'll go on ahead. Excellent. You get a point for your joke and a point for your delivery. Have two.
Lovely.
It's a Friday night, you can have what you like. Number 10, which type of beverage has a variety named Orange Pico? Beverage has a variety named Orange Pico.
I mean, I will say, there is a very solid observation about that previous outfit.
You guys have trouble with bras, imagine that outfit. Yeah.
Especially they're all functioning bows.
Yeah, oh god, oh, just hours and hours. Just 4 hours. Undoing those bows. Number 11. Easter Island is located in which ocean?
Changes every year based on the moon.
No, it doesn't change based on the moon. It changes on when when Michael Tide ends.
It's based on a lunar calendar.
No.
Yeah, it's based on a lunar calendar.
It's not.
No, it is.
Good. This is a lovely chat and very entertaining for everyone at home. It's based on when Michael Mass ends, not based on a lunar calendar. Why it changes all the time. So that's 9, 10, and 11. Let's have 12. I think we should have 12, which comes numerically after 11. Another picture for you. Picture here is which Australian animal? And a very adorable example of it. I'd like to give you a bonus point if you can tell me if they are diurnal or nocturnal. Do they come out during the day or do they come out at night? Number 12, what is the animal? And the bonus point, are they diurnal or nocturnal?
I didn't pay attention. I looked at that for a second and thought it said urinal.
Yep. Are they urinal? No, they're a small marsupial.
Are they diurnal or nocturnal?
I'm just trying to word what I'm seeing in my head, which is
it the diurnal?
No, it's the nocturnal. And it's when someone comes into a bar, like if you're in a cubicle and someone's not sure if you're in it, they will knock the door. But like I'm imagining someone knocking on a urinal to see if you're done.
No, it's standing behind you and just knocking on your shoulder.
You finished? Are you finished?
You know,
Can I use this now?
like, can I come in next to you?
Good grief. So that is that. Tell me the name of the animal. And for a bonus point, are they diurnal or nocturnal? Number 13, another picture. Nothing but very visual based this evening. Pictured as a poster for the third installment in which action film franchise? I don't need to know the name of this film necessarily. I just need to know the name of the franchise to get a point there. But for a number 14, which actor stars as the title character of the film? Oh, a couple of people have said it, and I think it might be true. I'm just going to have a quick look.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's absolutely true.
Joy.
There you go. Free point for all of you if you're paying attention. There we go. Once again, goes through multiple sets of hands, and yet. All right. It's not the only credit that should have been changed, apparently.
No. That's been changed.
Oh, well, that's fine. That's fine.
Didn't notice it when that
Just
other
didn't
question
notice that one.
changed.
Oh, well. It's fine. 3 points. Let's have a numbers game, just to kind of break things up a little bit.
I also wanted on the record
Yeah.
the number of times we've discussed. No one ever looks at the photo credits.
I said that today.
Yeah.
In fact, no one ever looks at the photo credits. I think they look at it a lot more readily when it's right in front of them on their own screens. I think that's helped there. I think, in a pub situation, people can't necessarily that interested. All right, the numbers game's really simple. If you've not played before, here's how you play it. Put your answer in the comments. The answer is a number, and the closest wins a prize. Simple as. Let's go. Our very first numbers game for the evening. This coin, one of only 2 in existence, sold in London in 2019 for what record amount for a coin at a British auction? It is not the world record for a coin auction, but it is the British record. I need the answer in British pounds, if you please. Tell me how much this coin sold for. 1937 Edward the 7th. Edward the 8th, rather.
I think it's Edward versus 8.
Edward versus 3. Oh no, because the versus it's what Edwardus. It is Edwardus 8 Rex.
That's definitely a V, which means it's Edward.
You need to read a book.
Do you have a recommendation, or should I pick?
Just any book you like. I'm going to put on the timer there. Yeah, Latin doesn't have the letter U in it. Only has a V.
Lazy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. See, us Germanics, Germanic language speakers, we put in the U. We thought ahead. Oh, we've got lots of answers coming in. We're going to have a nice range on this one, I suspect. Alrighty, that is it. Now, there's no more time. Please get your answer in right now or forever hold your peace, because we're done. And we're going to find the closest to the correct answer, which I think I've spotted already. Huge range. Massive range. I'm going to try and find the highest. Yep, okay, cool. Let's go. This coin, one of only 2 in existence, sold in London in 2019 for what record amount for a coin at a British auction in British pounds? Our highest proper answer is 5.3 million. Our lowest is $2,500. Even though I said to put it in the pounds, but that's all right. $2 is our official lowest answer. Well done.
I mean, realistically, at one point you'd be able to pick that up for a penny.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, actually,
No, just let's go.
you can't, and there's a very good reason for that. But the correct answer is £110,000, and our closest with 123750 is Ball Manor.
Oh, brilliant.
Fabulous. All right, our next section is called G Up. All these are related to the letter G. And I'm not G'ing you up with that. On an alphabetical list, which is the last country of those beginning with the letter G. List all the countries in the world alphabetically. Which one that starts with G comes last?
Realistically, you don't actually need to list all of them.
No.
List them up to H, I guess.
Yes.
Probably just 1 or 2 of the H ones, and you'll be done.
I'll tell you what, if you start just after F, and then you finish just before H, you'll have listed all the relevant ones.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Beautiful. That is how you just terribly explain alphabetical lists.
A as in A for alpha, rather. The radio code letter G stands for what word?
I like it the way you read it, because in my head it's you're spelling your name over the phone. It's A is in alpha.
Yeah, that's it. A as in A is in alpha. Yeah, it's Alpha Bravo, Charlie, and so on. That's the one I'm talking about. What's the G?
I don't like using that. I like using whatever word I can currently think of.
Yeah, I used to do that. I realised, because I used to work in a large retail supplier, and people in call centres, if you are doing repairs, people in call centres often know that it's called the NATO alphabet. They often know it. So I learned it so that I could properly explain serial numbers of laptops and stuff. But one thing to do is things with silent letters at the start.
That is cool.
So how do you spell that? Oh, it's G. G for gnome. K for knight.
That is quite a good idea. I just like going with ridiculous words.
Yeah.
Or unnecessary sentences. That's T. That's T for turn it around. It is T for turn the beat around. I want to hear percussion.
That'd be I for I like the way you work it.
No
diggity.
Oh.
Gotta bag it up. It's one of my favourite songs of all time. I shouldn't have even mentioned it. How many US states have names beginning with the letter G? US states. They begin with the letter G. How many of them?
Special credit to not Paul Banner. To Cheyenne, because apparently that one snuck in right at the end, the 100,000.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, we missed that. Yes, you can.
Mustn't have hit my screen.
Yep. Well done, Sean. You get this.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, you don't even have to share. You get one of your own.
Yep.
Number 18. What is the points value of the letter G in a standard Scrabble game? And thanks, Sim, for pointing that out too. There you go.
J is for jelly bean.
Yeah, J for jelly bean.
What is your ridiculous word?
Yeah. If you're struggling to describe it, because everyone does A for apple, they do M for Mary.
Oh, they either pick the NATO phonetic alphabet or
look around the room,
or they pick just the children's book they most recently read for the alphabet. G for giraffe.
D for dog.
It's
cool.
not G for giraffe.
It's not giraffe. It's not the answer. Okay. Number 15 again on an alphabetical list, which is the last country of those beginning with the letter G. 16, as in A for alpha, the radio code letter G stands for what word? Number 17, how many US states begin with the letter G? And 18, what is the points value of the letter G in a standard Scrabble game?
G for tsunami.
Excellent. Excellent. That's a beautiful example of the breed. P for pterodactyl is another one. Okay, number 19. Pictured here is which Australian tennis player? Kate's still talking about the NATO alphabet. I love when people say Z for xylophone. Not quite. Not quite. So what tennis player is that for number 19? For number 20, also referring to her, she excels in which other sport? Sorry, she also excels in which other sport? She's quite good at tennis.
She's good at other sports too.
But she's also good at another sport. Which is it? I dare say she's better at tennis than me. But she does practice quite a lot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if hours put in.
If I practiced more, as much as her, I reckon I'd be as good.
Based on hours put in,
Yep.
I reckon you average all that out.
Yeah.
Probably about the same
Yeah. I'm as good at tennis as this player.
as this person. I'm so glad you didn't say it.
You know how close I was?
It's so close. I heard you form the first letter.
No, it's forbidden. Das ist verboten. Can't say it till the answers. So, who is it for number 19?
Give you a
And
hint.
what sport does she excel in apart from tennis?
Give you a hint, it is not Andy Wong.
No, that is not Auntie Wong or AP. Well, we learned our lesson.
Have we?
No, we'll continue to not learn the lesson. This is why I think that photo credit should only be there for the answers.
That's way too...
Yep, Kieran's just about to hear us make the joke.
Yes.
There's a delay, and so we'll come to the same conclusion at the same time, but you'll hear it 20 seconds later, and you'll think we're stealing your material. Which I often am. Number 21. Jason Leonard and Lawrence Dallaglio both captained the English team during the 1990s. In which sport? Jason Leonard and Lawrence Dallaglio both captained the English team in which sport? During the 1990s.
K for knob, P for face. I'm loving these.
Oh, K for knob. That's fantastic.
K for knob, as in you're a knob.
Can you use it in a sentence? Yeah, you're a knob.
Oh, also things that just are the letter.
Yeah. Q for Q.
Yeah. L for L plate. You know, L for L plate.
Unbelievable. Why don't
G
work
for G, like G for G, I'm having a good time.
The letter E for 22 occurs 5 times in which word meaning fizz?
Fizzy!
See, the thing is, why have the long word? Fizz is perfectly good here. I don't need something with 5 E's in it.
An excessive number of E's.
It's too many E's. It's too long a word. If it can fit 5 E's in it, it's definitely too long. Fizz is just as good. Number 2. Oh, I reckon I could say that one.
No.
I reckon I could. 23. Which female singer went to number 1 on the Australian charts? Yeah, can't say that one. In 2012 with her hit single Call Me Maybe. Which female singer went to number 1 on the Australian charts in 2012 with Call Me Maybe? That's number 23. Thank you for your very helpful comment, Reese. The G is silent. It's Dallaglio. You've left the G. Kate's got a good point. If you say the whole word, you do sound smarter.
You do, yeah.
But I like Fizz. In this case, I'm annoyed that Fizz does the job just as well. I 90% of the time will agree with that statement, but this one is annoying. Too many vowels. Save some for the other words.
Because there is a...
Save some for Welsh. This is why Welsh looks the way it does, because we've got words like that. Anyway, moving on. 24. This photo was taken in the city centre of which New South Wales city? Dallaglio. There you go. Dallaglio. One of them.
Dalala Land.
Dallala Land.
Yeah, Mr. Dalala. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's actually the Moonlight.
That was very nicely done. That was very nicely done.
Thank you.
So, what city in New South Wales is that? That is the city centre of which New South Wales city? Can you tell me where Telbragga Street is? Probably not.
I mean, you'd be Telbraggan if you could.
Oh, thin ice, Aiden. Thin ice. Got one more question for the round, and it is number 25.
Or do we?
We do. We do. It's fine. It doesn't have a bonus. Ooh, we'll find out. What is the name of this Star Wars character pictured? What is the name of the Star Wars character there? It does have a bonus. He is what species? Starting with the letter R. It's a really hard bonus point.
It's a niche. Well, I mean, it's a bonus point. It's not a real point. Bonus points.
No, that's true.
Bonus points can be hard as you want.
Yes.
I mean, I'm half tempted to go put a bonus point on every single question. It's just a numbers game.
Yeah.
You happen to be really good.
Then you'll, double your points.
Yeah.
Right, tell me the name of that character and what species he is for 25. And then we're going to have our numbers game. But before we do the numbers game, if there are any that you need repeated, please let us know so we can collate those and go through them after the numbers. We're happy to go through them again if you need it. Alrighty. Looks like no one wants anything.
Remember that delay? Let's give him a second.
Yeah, well. Someone has requested more Doctor Who gifts. Well.
I mean...
Well.
I mean,
settle in.
You think you want Doctor Who gifts? Or, I mean, clips. You should just think of...
I wouldn't even say no to a salami sandwich.
When you ask, you get. But be careful what you ask for. We're going to do our numbers game. This is number 2 that works exactly the same as the first one, except the question's different. The question this time is, how many Earth days does the planet Jupiter take to orbit the Sun? That's all I need to know. How many Earth days does the planet Jupiter take to orbit the Sun? Tell us in the comments. I'm going to whack the timer on. Away it goes. Once that title has disappeared, it's done. We're finished. Jupiter is very pretty.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, that's Photoshop. Unrealistic standards for planets.
It's the magazines and the things
Science
they get up
Weekly
to.
does it to them. Dolls them up, shaves bits off, highlights other bits.
Unbelievable.
Makes
I mean,
it
you
look
can't...
like they haven't got a single cloud.
Yeah, curves like that is unrealistic.
Unrealistic. Everyone knows planets aren't actually circular.
Steady.
No, they're not. That's perfectly spherical, and planets are not perfectly spherical.
You're right, they are oblate spheroids.
Did you call me?
You heard me. All right, that's the timer up, so we'll close that off. Last chance to get in if you want anything repeated. Yeah, that's all I have to say on the matter. If you want anything repeated, let me know. And make sure you get those answers in.
Someone would like question 749.
No, I think that might be their guess for the numbers game, mate.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
I don't know how it is that you get worse at this job as time goes by. I genuinely don't know how you do it. It's very impressive, though.
Thank you.
Yes, that is true, Ruth. That is true. Storm on Jupiter has been raging for over 1,000 years and is bigger than 1,000 Earths. But apparently caused by a meteor hitting it, is what I read the other day.
Yeah, plus there's no dinosaurs left on it.
Got rid of all the dinosaurs. I mean, the lack of any ground to stand on does help that.
Most of the meteor.
Most of the meteor, though. All right, let's go. We'll have our round 1 answers. Hens at the ready to mark up. The mythical creature that has the head and upper body of a female human and the tail of a fish is a mermaid. How many centimetres is 100 millimetres? We're looking for 10. Star sign Leo spans which 2 months of the year? It is July and August. Our picture puzzle, the 3-word phrase represented here. The plot thickens.
Hashtag thick.
Thick with 2 C's. The name of which English city is also the name for a household linen in Australia and New Zealand. We're looking for Manchester there. Australian low-cost airline Jetstar is a subsidiary of which larger company, that is Qantas? Which man served as president of the USA between 81 and 89? Ronald Reagan. This portrait is of Queen Elizabeth I.
And all her bows.
And all her bows. Every bow that she could find, she wore for this photo.
You can see it on her face.
I'm getting my portrait done. I'm going to wear all my bows.
That's the phase where who's currently going, look at all my bows.
The majority of her reign was during the 16th century or the 1500s, to his mates.
Very good time for bows.
Excellent time for bow makers. The overall or handicap winner of the Sydney to Hobart Yacht Race receives the Tattersall's Cup. Orange Pekoe is a variety of tea. Easter Island is located in the Pacific Ocean. This shock horror is a bilby.
Is that a bilby?
It's a bilby.
Is that a bilby?
It's a bilby.
Is that a bilby?
They are nocturnal.
Wonder if this will... Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Nope.
cheers for that.
Doesn't matter.
Really enjoyed that, Zoom. Pictured
I'm
is
going to go in and show a bit of photo credit there because I think that was a good photo.
Pictured is a poster for the third instalment in the Triple X franchise.
I thought that was Fast and the Furious 30.
No. The third instalment in the series would be Fast and the Furious 30, would it?
Yeah.
That's the third instalment in the franchise?
Yeah.
Cool. Vin Diesel is the title character. And an alphabetical list. The last country of those beginning with the letter G is Guyana, as in A for Alpha. G is for Golf in the NATO phonetic alphabet. There is only one state that starts with the letter G. It is Georgia. Standard Scrabble game. G is worth 2 points. This is Ash Barty, who is also very good at cricket. Jason Leonard and Lawrence Dallaglio both captained the English team in a rugby union. The letter E rather, occurs 5 times in the word effervescence, when fizz would have done.
Didn't they do that song Bring Me Back to Life?
Very nearly. The female singer that went to number 1 on the Australian charts in 2012 with her hit single Call Me Maybe is Carly Rae Jepsen. This photo was taken in the middle of Dubbo. And our final question. This is Greedo from Star Wars, who is a Rhodian.
I will clarify for Ruth, the Fast and the Furious is not correct, despite the fact that is still an action movie and it stars Vin Diesel. It is in fact something not the Fast and the Furious.
There are other action films that star Vin Diesel, such as The Tooth Fairy. Cracking good romp. How many Earth days does it take Jupiter to orbit the Sun? How did we go?
Yeah, look, no one was spot on.
Yeah.
Someone was close, but not spot on. So I think we'll just skip this.
One close?
Yep,
cool. Correct answer is 4,332 and 4,500 from Reese.
Fantastic! 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 Fantastic!
All right,
That's enough. That's enough. It goes for far too long. All right, get your scores in to the comments there. We're going to have a little bit of an old break. We'll be back at 1:45 the hour. So that's what, some minutes away. I don't
About
need
8.
There we go. Thank you. I don't need to do that math because someone else does it for me. I will join you again in 8 minutes' time. Stretch your legs, grab yourself a drink. See you soon. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your little break there as you prime yourself for our second round of trivia. And I hope you're all being well behaved at home or wherever you may be with friends. Hope you're having a nice time, as we sure are. We've got a second round of trivia. We've nothing to address from the first round, which is nice. I haven't been corrected about anything, which is really nice.
That is nice.
I do like it when that happens. So let's go. Round 2, question 1 looks like this tonight. So what name starting with the letter B is used to describe a wine's aroma? Excuse me. Just a quick pray to our Lord and Saviour Chingy. May he always be right there, right there. Number 2. Which English author published the novel Jane Eyre in 1847? That's number 2. And number 3, the Australian version of the game show The Chase airs on which free-to-air network? We've got, got people with an itch for trivia and a hankering for questions. I'm enjoying that.
I'm pretty sure there's a cream for that.
Yeah. It's a topical cream.
Yeah. Oh, I love a topical cream.
Very up to date and current cream.
We're going to do that bit again, aren't we?
Yeah, it was so good last time. We'll do it again. Okay, that's your first 3 for the second round. Oh Lord, Lordy, I've gone peculiar.
We're having a terrible night.
We're not having a good night. We're having a lovely time, but we're not very good at our jobs tonight.
I mean, we'll just sub in things, no wit, no comedy from us. I'll just use a backlog of gifts.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
There you go. Here's some.
You know what? Woo! Right now. Woo! Woo!
Yeah, we don't need all of that.
No.
That one goes for far too long. We'll go to number 4. It's a picture here. Which American actor is it? Which American actor is that? Looking very pensive.
No, he's sitting down to have a talk with you, a very serious talk about the danger of drugs.
Oh, that's what it is. Because it's my dad.
You heard about all those E in effervescence.
Can't have that many E's. Number 5 is my favourite style of question. Excluding voice work and animated movies, which 3 of his films have made the most money at the international box office? So, it doesn't have to be his best films, just the ones that made the most money. Tell me, do. It's not especially hard. You just need to know lots about how much money movies made.
It does help if you know that person.
And also if you know who that actor is.
If you do not know who that is,
you're all at sea.
It is going to be very difficult. I will give you a hint. He is not Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
His top 3 movies are not the same top 3 movies as Denzel Washington.
Wouldn't that be fun, though? If they just happen to be.
I think the only time that ever happens is Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah.
Have the same top 3 highest grossing movies because they are in the same film.
Even then, Johnny Depp's, at least one of them is one of the Pirates of the Caribbean, I imagine. And she's not in that.
Oh.
So even then.
Always in movies together.
I'll tell you what, Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth, they probably have the same top 3.
Yep.
I would reckon.
I reckon Robert Downey Jr. might as well.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, I reckon you're probably right.
I think once we're starting to talk,
Yeah, anyone who's in a Marvel movie who was in multiple of them and made it to Endgame shares it with all the others who fit that bill. That was unnecessarily wordy, wasn't it?
Should have just said fizz. Didn't need all that extra stuff.
Didn't need the effervescence in it. It is... Oh, no. Aiden, can you see the credit on this?
Jesus Christ, Dave.
You're the checker.
Check these silly little credits because I don't care about them.
It's not a Bilby. All right.
I mean, that all being said, you should check out Save the Bilby.
Please, it's savethebilby.org.au. You can go there and you can find out how you can get involved, either donating or through volunteer work.
Later. Don't go now.
Don't go now. We've got a quiz on.
There's so much subpar interaction.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't dare suggest that this quiz is more important than saving the bilby, but you can always save the bilby later.
You would.
I wouldn't dream of it. British-American journalist Dame Anna Wintour has been editor-in-chief of which magazine since 1988? I'm not an anti-bilbyist.
I didn't say that.
You wrote it.
All right, you win this one.
They can't see it, but I can, and you wrote it. So, Dame Anna Wintour. Yeah, I read that too. Has been editor-in-chief of which fashion magazine since 1988? That's her there. I thought she was dead. I thought we did a rest in peace about her a couple of months ago. We didn't. She's fine. You'll be all pleased to know.
Unnecessary journey to take.
I wanted to share that was my journey. I went, gosh, isn't she dead? Should this not be was editor-in-chief? Should that not be how that's worded? And then I looked her up. She's still the editor-in-chief. That's number 6.
I mean,
she's fine. You don't need to Google
I know,
it.
but maybe you're thinking of like Karl Lagerfeld. He died.
And they both wear sunglasses. Like, as an iconic thing that they both do. You know, lots of people wear sunglasses. I don't think they're all dead because Karl Lagerfeld did.
Hold on.
If you're getting a pair of sunglasses to put on me, I swear to God.
I mean, I do have some.
All right, cool. They're yours. That wouldn't be very socially distant of me to wear them. All right, number 7. This is aunts and uncles. Uncle Vernon and Aunt Petunia are the guardians of which literary character? Thank you. Uncle Vernon and Aunt Petunia are the guardians of which literary character for number 7. For number 8, Uncle Charlie is a name given to a curveball thrown in which team sport? And number 9, Aunt Sarah is one of the main villains in which animated film? Is it The Aristocats or Lady and the Tramp? Which film was Aunt Sarah one of the main villains? Both excellent animated films. Number 10, American artist Uncle Kracker had a 2000 worldwide #1 hit song with what 2-word title? Give you a clue, it's not Right There, because that is exclusively Chingy's. All right, so those are all about aunts and uncles. Got one more about an aunt and an uncle, I think. I think there's just one more. Well, we'll have a look and see. This famous Uncle Sam army recruiting poster was originally used in which World War? And there is actually one more of these.
You can tell that with that picture, you know that they went... The original draft just had the first 3 words. Yeah. And they went, oh, careful, bit frisky.
bit saucy, that one.
We should mention why.
Apparently it was a rip-off, a blatant rip-off of a British poster, where it had some British figure like that.
And the British
Uncle
one was
Sam.
just, I bequest you.
I bequest you. I require you. Oh, God.
God damn it, David. Do you even do your job?
I genuinely don't... here's the thing. I genuinely don't know how that happened. Because I didn't copy and paste the photo credit at any point. I don't know how it happened. It just did. I'm just reinforcing that you should save the bilby. This poster is in public domain, so it doesn't need one anyway. So that's fine. The previous one, on the rocks. Number 12. Beth Broderick played the character known as Aunt Zelda on which 1990s television sitcom? Beth Broderick played the character known as Aunt Zelda on which 1990s television sitcom?
Great sitcom.
So good.
So good. I could watch it again.
Yeah. Is it on anything?
Yes.
Which?
I want to say Netflix.
All right.
But
no, the new one.
The new one.
The new one's definitely on Netflix.
Means it might be on not Netflix. It's definitely either on Netflix or on not Netflix.
Yeah, sure.
I think you can figure it out from there.
Brett has suggested we stop sneaking 50-50s in early. Maybe there's no 50-50 section. And so you need to, get a little bit of multiple choice early on so that you can enjoy something else later on.
Jesus, Claude, settle down.
Yeah, that's not right enough. So, Aunt Zelda is a character on which 90s television sitcom for number 12. And we go to our third and final numbers game for the evening, which looks like this. How many kilojoules are found in a single Uncle Toby's strawberry fruit roll-up? How many kilojoules are in a single Uncle Toby's strawberry fruit roll-up? I'll whack the timer on. See, Genevieve's upset that there's no 50-50 section, and this is exactly why we pepper them throughout.
Look, I would say you can't please everyone, but at this rate, I can't please anyone.
Yeah. You've certainly displeased me. So get in there with how many kilojoules you reckon is in a single fruit roll-up.
50-cent section.
Yeah, about 50 cents.
Or things that are 50 cent.
Either things that are 50 cents or it's about 50 cents.
Oh, that's the 50-50 section. The entire section are questions and the answer is either 50 cents or
50 cents. I'm struggling to think of a single question.
Me too.
Yeah, but we'll give it a go. Okay.
That is a difficult thing to try.
We'll give it a bash. Okay, that's closed. Get your answers in real quick. And we'll work out who is closest. Cool. All right. How many kilojoules are found in a single Uncle Toby's strawberry-flavoured fruit roll-up?
I figured out the question.
All right, go
on. What does Sabrina Jackson value more highly? 50 cents or 50 cent? Sabrina Jackson is his mum.
That is so obscure.
It's just super obscure.
I love it. All right, let's go. How many kilojoules are found in a single Uncle Toby's strawberry fruit roll-up? The correct answer is 220, and we have one spot on. That is the McFlies.
Brilliant.
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 Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant.
I could stand that a little bit longer.
Okay.
Brilliant.
No, not from the not from the top. I couldn't. I couldn't do it from
the.
Okay. Number 13, the song "Mean Green Mother" from Outer Space features on the soundtrack to which 1986 musical film? It's number 13. Number 14 as well. The beach town of Greenmount is located in which Australian state?
No, apparently Sabrina the Teenage Witch is on Channel Access.
Ah, thank you very much, Kate. Thank you. I help.
Also,
to
you
us.
are welcome, Ruth. I saw you mention that earlier. Oh, you are gonna be
yeah, we
did.
We did mention that. That's it though. We didn't have any more, did we? Do we have any more?
I wouldn't even say no to a salami sandwich.
Why?
Oh,
Why does that exist, and why did we find it?
it was the 1970s. Times were different, and the salami sandwich is the funniest thing they could come up with. Number 15. What type of stone fruit has the variety green gauge? What type of stone fruit has the variety green gauge? That is number 15. So, number 13 again, the song Mean Green Mother from Outer Space features on the soundtrack to which 1986 musical film? Number 14, the beach town of Greenmount is located in which Australian state? And number 15, what type of stone fruit has the variety green gauge? Very thematic 3 questions there. Which I believe there is one more that fits in, which is number 16. You get 2 points for this one. Pictured here are the 2 DC Comics heroes, Green Blank and Green Blank. A 5 and a 7.
My favourite comment of all time. Not that one.
No.
I desperately want Ruth to be the scriptwriter for an Australian version of Doctor Who.
I wouldn't say no to a salami sandwich. Becomes, I wouldn't have back a salami sandwich.
Who are you?
Come on, man, getting me bloody TARDIS there. Go for a trek to Whoop Whoop.
Oh, you can absolutely guarantee that on the Australian Bogan version of Doctor Who,
Yeah.
the TARDIS on the front has had the Salvation Army badge taken off and a Chevrolet badge put on.
Oh, it's a good joke, but I need to correct you that it's a St. John's ambulance badge, not a Salvation Army.
Same thing.
Oh, is
They're
it?
generous and help people. Like, can we just leave it?
Oh, that having it. There's an episode called The Bells of St. John for a reason. So, number 17 starts a brand new thing. Brand new thing. Only one group of people have seen this before, and it's the people who played last night. So
The people who've played this quiz.
yeah, exactly. So, if you weren't playing last night, this is brand new, and you're the first to see it, apart from them. So, the way this works is I'm going to show you 5 albums. 5 number 1 albums. And you need to order them by the year that they were released. Number 17 will be the oldest of these 5, and number 21, the answer will be the newest. And in order in between. So 18 will be the second, and so on and so forth. So your 5 albums are Funhouse by Pink, the soundtrack to Pretty Woman, Thriller, 1989 by Taylor Swift, and One by One by the Foo Fighters. So I want you to order those for me. 17 is the oldest, then 18, the next oldest, and then the next youngest, next oldest, next youngest. What do I mean there? The next chronologically, 19 to follow. You get the idea. There's 5 points up for grabs here. I reckon we'll give them a minute to nut through that one. So
I'll give him 2 minutes just to nut through that sentence you tried to execute.
yeah, well, look, it's written there. If I muck it up, it doesn't matter. So have some time to order those albums chronologically. They are. All right, I hope you ordered those successfully. We're going to move on to question number 22. The next in our series of places that I'd like to go once ISO is over. Tell me, is the Shell Canal in Canada or is it in France? It's clearly a French name, but is it Canadian or French? French. Lots of French in both places. Is the Shell Canal in Canada or France? Tell me, do. I'd love to go on a canal boat in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're so nice and relaxing. I've watched them. I grew up near a canal in Scotland and watched canal boats go up and down until it had to be closed because there were too many shopping trolleys in it. That is a true story. The canal was closed for 10 years because there were too many shopping trolleys in it.
That is how you can tell there was not a culture shock when you moved from Scotland to Australia.
We're very similar people. And you can look, that is absolutely true, you can look that up. It's the Forth of Clyde Canal, is where I grew up. I remember the grand reopening, and there was one trolley still left in it, and I laughed. As a tiny child. Okay, that's 22. Here's 23 as we get to the pointy end of the quiz. Tokariki Island is part of which Pacific nation? Tokariki Island is part of which Pacific nation? And 24, which Australian filmmaker directed the Academy Award-winning film Driving Miss Daisy? And let's finish it up with our fans and followers. Now, if you want to do this, you can check out our Thursday post every week and you can get the fans and followers clue every single week. And that will help you with this answer. Your question this week is which Spanish business tycoon Amancio Ortega founded which fashion chain with a four-letter name? There are too many witches. The first one is wrong. Spanish business tycoon Amancio Ortega and founded which fashion chain with a four-letter name? There we go. Had a minor stroke reading that. And now is the time, if you would like anything repeated from round 2, let us know in the comments. We'll throw it back up for you. But other than that, we are done. There are no more questions for tonight. Only answers to come. Not a lot of jokes in round 2, I must say.
No. I mean, look, I'm just going to assume that as that means that they don't need it. All of me here is like, nah, I don't need to.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Sing to it.
I'm good. Maybe that's all it is. Okay, well, no one's clamouring for any repetition, so we've obviously nailed the pace. We've obviously done that really well. Okay, let's go through our round 1 answers. Round 2 answers. I'm half an hour behind. Let's go. Let's just do it so I can go home and lie down. What name starting with letter B is used to describe a wine's aroma? That would be a bouquet. The English author who published the novel Jane Eyre in 1847 is Charlotte Bronte. And number 3, the Australian version of the game show The Chase airs on which free-to-air network? That is 7 or Prime, if you prefer. Pictured is the American actor Edward Norton, and his top 3 highest-grossing films internationally were The Bourne Legacy, The Incredible Hulk, and Kingdom of Heaven.
Hashtag save the Bilby.
Hashtag save the Bilby. I like to think that all of these pictures are just people endorsing that you should save the Bilby.
I think they would have. I think they'd be with it.
I think so. British-American journalist Dame Anna Wintour has been editor-in-chief of Vogue since 1988.
I don't want to throw shade against Anna Wintour, but I will mention that that she appears she doesn't want to save the building.
No, it's a real shame, isn't it? It's a real shame. Uncle Vernon and Aunt Petunia are the guardians of Harry Potter. Uncle Charlie is a curveball thrown in baseball. Aunt Sarah is one of the main villains in The Lady and the Tramp. American artist Uncle Kracker had a 2000 worldwide #1 with Follow Me. He wants you for the US Army. It's Uncle Sam, and this is a World War I poster. Beth Broderick played the character known as Aunt Zelda in the 90s sitcom Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Mean Green Mother from Outer Space was on the soundtrack of Little Shop of Horrors. The beach town of Greenmount is located in Queensland, and greengage is a type of plum. These two fellas here for 2 points are the Green Arrow and the Green Lantern. That's left to right as well. Our ordering. These are the albums that I had you order, and the order that they appear in is thus. Look at those graphics. Look at that transition. Brought to you at great personal expense.
Do it again. Go on.
Yeah, I'm going to do it again because I'm really pleased with how it worked. I would need to tell you that I spent 2 hours just working out how to do it at all, and then another hour actually doing it. But oh, look at that. It was the rotation that took me the longest time. Getting them all to sit straight.
That is the bit that always takes it. The rotating that drags it out.
Yep, as always. Getting anything to sit straight. Too hard. 22. Pichedieu is part of the Scheldt Canal in France. 23. Togariki Island is part of Fiji. The Australian filmmaker who directed Driving Miss Daisy is Bruce Beresford. And our fans and followers question. Please make sure you check out our Thursday post so you can get it for the Friday. It is Spanish business tycoon Amancio Ortega founded Zara. And that's it. No more questions, no more answers. Total up your scores and pop them in the old comment section. That's what it's called. Good.
In the old score hole.
Chuck them in the score hole for me, love. Then we'll get in the old TARDIS. Go travel in space and time.
Yeah. I just knock about in this.
Oh, she's just the runabout, love. Don't take me Tirana out unless I have to. All right. That's it. That's your Australian Doctor Who there. Thank you very much once again for joining us. I hope you've had a splendid time. We've still got our TV game to go. If you want to play along with that, you're more than welcome to stick around for it. We will have a post pinned very shortly. It is pinned. You can have a pinned post if you go to the top of our page, the pinned post for next Friday's quiz. This is the official announcement that there will no longer be any Wednesday quizzes. Which is obviously unfortunate if you are a lover of the Wednesday quiz, but you can still catch us every Friday at 6:45 in the PM. So please make sure you join us then.
Also, that being said, if you are particularly keen for a quiz on Wednesday,
just watch this again.
Or head out to Belmont Golf Club.
Or head out to Belmont.
A real one.
Or we go to a real one, Belmont Golf Club.
Yeah, live.
You can also do that on a Thursday at Clarendon Hotel.
I will be there. I will be dressed far nicer than I am at the moment. I had to scrub up for the first time yesterday and literally sent David a picture of me once I put the suit on and just went, still fit. Which was shocking. Like I put it on at 3 o'clock in the afternoon to go, all right, I've got some time to figure out what I'm going to do when this doesn't fit me anymore because ISO life.
ISO life.
I was very, very pleasantly surprised.
So, yeah. Sorry, there are people who are upset, and I'm really sorry. But we will still be here on Fridays. Don't think we're not. What have you done, Aidan?
Well, I thought you were about to hit the movie game, but you didn't have it there.
I would have said that. I would have said it. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll just do that. So
there we go. Seamless.
Just so you don't have to do
Didn't see any of the seats.
Just so you don't have to do. Hi, welcome to the quiz. Alrighty. I'm not going to prattle on anymore, but please make sure you keep joining us for the Fridays. Bring your friends. Tell everyone you know that you can join us here online. Make sure you get to one of our venues as they all slowly return. There will be more in the coming weeks. But let's do our TV game. Let's have a look. I'm going to stand over here so you can see everything. If you've not played the TV game before, it's really simple. I'm going to put up 10 actors. They're all in one television program together. You've got to tell me the name of the TV show. They all have recurring roles, which means they appear at least 3 times. So let's start off with Angela Patton is our first. Angela Patton. Also in this TV show is Robert Picardo and Vicky Lewis. Get your answers in the comments if you know. There are no wrong answers to this one. Tom Poston is in it. So is Pamela Anderson. Would you believe? Or you'd better, because I've said it is. And if it's not true, then I've made a terrible mistake.
I suggest we start doing these where one person is a lie.
Yeah, 9 truths and a lie.
None of these people appeared in one film. One of them didn't, but it's just there to screw with you.
It is not Star Trek. And I know you're saying that. I suggest you're all saying that either because of Robert Picardo or because it says Star Trek below. But it is not a Star Trek. Zachary Ty Bryan was in this show. Zachary Ty Bryan. Also, Patricia Richardson. It is not Baywatch, though Pamela Anderson would suggest that. Jonathan Taylor Thomas is also in there. You're right. That is Richard Kahn.
Richard who?
Kahn. And Tim Allen is in it as well. We've got a couple who got it right. It is Home Improvement, starring Tim Allen. So well done if you got that. And don't forget that we have Tim Allen here with us always. He's always here under my desk, reminding you to look cool in a suit, apparently. But that's it. We're all done for the night. So thank you very much for joining us. Make sure you hit get reminder on that pin post, and that means that you will never miss a moment of the action. Oh, thank you, Ruth. Thank you. Hope to see you next Friday. We'll be back then. So enjoy your week. Be safe. Have a lovely weekend. See you soon. Hello, welcome back for the bonus fact. As you might have guessed, our bonus fact tonight is all about everyone's favourite marsupial, the bilby.
Hashtag save the bilbies.
Hashtag save the bilby. Make sure you go to savethebilby.org.au, see what you can do to help save the bilby, because they are very much endangered. which is a shame between habitat loss and feral cats and other feral animals. That's it's taken foxes as well. They
Also,
compete.
their penchant for skydiving.
Also,
Without safety.
they love it because they reckon they can do that sugar glider thing, but they can't.
Nope.
They haven't the flaps for it.
They also refuse to check parachutes.
Yeah, they don't do it. They just don't do it. It's they need to calm down.
They start
They
paying
need to calm
attention to
down.
the regulations.
But they may be silly with skydiving, but they've evolved very sensibly. They're a big digger. They love a dig, the old bilby. They have underground burrows.
Bilby's a small marsupial. A big digger is like a bobcat.
Oh, I'm so upset. I'm so upset. They like to dig, does the bilby, because they love underground during the day. They live in little burrows that they could repair and reuse for many years. The males, the females, and all the kids, they all live together in one happy burrow. But because of that, they have backwards-facing pouches for raising their young, so that dirt doesn't get in there and upset the young. How cool's that? There's 2 reasons that you should save the bilby.
Save the bilbies.
Save the bilby. Good night.